Stop! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground now! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Put your hands behind your back! I'm gonna fight. Hey! Yep!
The Inequity in Treatment of African Americans by Law Enforcement, presented by Dahlia Dunlap, Jessica Kaiser, Cordius Reynolds, Reagan Green, and Jada Vukovic. According to the official website for the city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin's incarceration rates for Black males are at 13%. This is the highest of any state in the United States. African Americans are incarcerated at more than 5 times the rate of whites. Out of the 2.3 million people who are incarcerated in the United States right now, an estimated 1 million of them are African American. 97% of the cases of police brutality that were tracked in 2015 did not result in any officer involved being charged with the crime. This is not justice, and there will not be peace until the inequity stops.
Hi, I'm Jessica Kaiser, and I'm 18 years old.
Hey, I'm Cordius Reynolds, and I'm 17 years old.
Hey, I'm Reagan Green, and I'm 16 years old.
I'm Dahlia Dunlap, and I'm 17 years old, and we all took part in researching the inequity and unfair treatment by law enforcement. In order to get a different perspective on police brutality, my group members and I took it upon ourselves to go to the Glendale Police Department and interview 2 police officers. Here are our results.
Sorry. I mean, we go through like quite a bit of training that starts in the police academy, and I think we're constantly trained throughout our career. We go to trainings and there's guidelines and we have to follow our guidelines. Every department has like policies, like standard operating procedures that we have to follow for every type of call. I'll go first. I've been a patrol officer for about a year.
I've been a little over 2 years.
Yes. But like I said, I personally haven't seen it in my year that I have been here. However, we are trained to, you know, because a lot of the times we're dealing with like high stress situations. That's why we usually always have a backup officer to kind of keep each other.
Abuse their authority. You don't have to give specific names or anything, just...
So after interviewing the police officers at the Glendale Police Department, we can clearly see that they were denying any sort of involvement or had witnessed any form of authority misconduct, which makes sense because they are working for the force.
I plead the fifth. Oh! Becoming an African American, my police.
Right. What do you think that we can do to end police brutality as a nation, as a whole?
It's more on the cops. It's not our problem. They're here to protect us, and they're not doing their job, so it obviously needs to be completely reviewed. Yeah, right over here. Might have been maybe a year ago, I saw some man get slammed up against the building. I think it's by across from Fiddlehead Coffee. Yeah.
Have you ever experienced or witnessed police brutality firsthand?
Experience, yes, I
Can you tell us about your experience?
Actually, yeah, I can. It was just like last month, and me, my girlfriend, and 2 of her friends we're all, she's Hispanic, and so are her friends, and I'm the only African American in the car. We're actually going back home from the south side. The car is registered in South Milwaukee. That's number one. We get to near the River West area. We get pulled over, and the white cop actually comes out the car, and he's all like, this car is registered all the way over here. What brings you guys over here? And they're like, oh, we're just dropping them off to go home. They're like, oh, are there drugs in the car? First thing they say to us. I was just like, no. And we all had to ask for my license, my girlfriend's license. All of us had got asked for a license, and there was only one person driving. We get out the car. The first person they pat down is me, and I was just like, what the fuck? Wait, does it mind if I swear?
We'll just blurt it out.
Okay. And I was just like, what? And I was like, yo, I honestly didn't. We're not doing anything wrong. We were driving 30 miles an hour on a 50. Are you kidding me? So we all get patted down, and then they asked me if I had anything on me. I was like, no. I was like, if they have any problem, I can call my uncle. He's on the force. So like, we don't care who your uncle is. And I was just like, oh, okay. So he goes to my guy Steven, who's a Hispanic man. He just got off work. He's tired. They go up to him, and then they're all up in his face. So I get kind of irritated. I'm like, yo, we didn't do anything. I get slammed on the car. And I'm just like, dude, are you kidding me? And then me and Steven, we can actually get put in the car. We get put in their squad car. And they're all like, we need to search the car. And the crazy thing is, Steven's little son, he's 1 year old now, was in the car with us. So we got treated like dogs, all because of some police when we were driving a 30 miles an hour in a 50. All because a car was registered in South Milwaukee and we were going home.
Feel more threatened or protected by police?
I feel threatened by the police, actually. I never call them for anything because of the fact I'm worried they're going to suspect me as being the suspect instead of the victim.
And what do you think that we can do as a nation to end police brutality or prevent it?
Honestly, dang, that's actually a good question. We just need to. The problem that I see the main need to be fixed is racial profiling. That and a better establishment, a better government actually, to have actually background these police officers thoroughly and give them a mental examination, see if they're actually qualified to be on the force. To be, I can protect people not because of the paycheck, but for the lives of the people.
Among the federal government's efforts in Ferguson, Missouri are an ongoing and active criminal investigation into the fatal shooting of Michael Brown, which is separate from the local investigation and is looking at whether there were federal civil rights violations.
The UN committee also asked about what the United States is doing to stop the militarization of police, an apparent reference to the way the police responded to the protests that followed Michael Brown's death. The U.S. delegation responded saying that program is under review.
After reviewing our extensive research and going over the interviews that we did, we can come to the conclusion that police in Wisconsin don't believe that there is any real police brutality going on or don't believe that it is being enforced in the system. On the other hand, we can see that civilians do not think the same. They feel less protected and they feel more threatened than protected.
We need to come together to make a change to end police brutality and make people more aware of it.